Trying to get the skin of your dream for a long time but can't get it in any way? On our website, you have a unique opportunity to get your favorite knife. Users on our site can hand out skins themselves, and participants need to fulfill some simple conditions. For example, watch a video or buy a case on our website. After that, you automatically become a member of the distribution. Go to the user giveaways tab and do what you like. Hellcase.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the second season of the Champion of Champions tour. My name is Soap and I will be the one guiding you through the next two best of threes. First of all, I want to say I'm really excited for the second season of the CCT. You know, I am going to miss, it's just, I watched the intro and I am gonna miss that, you know, the monologue that was being had before in the first season. But Now it's the second season, it's all new, and I am very excited for the two best of threes coming up, because we do have some very interesting names, some names that we've seen before in the previous season of the CCT in different cups, and they were looking pretty good. But let's see the format first. Let's talk a little bit about the format and how the CCT operates. So, similar to the first season, right? We have the play-ins. That's basically grouped together the play-in groups and deciders. They run from the 15th of April, which is today, basically. We just started, and it's going to end on the 20th of April. Then on the 21st, it will be the group stage starting off up until the 29th, and the playoffs will be from the 1st of May until the 4th of May. So, you know, there's a lot of action being had here. So make sure you keep on following, because, you know, it's the CCT. We have a lot of matches, a lot of Counter-Strike. But for Group A, this is the group that was just played just before this, and it was 1 win in the first game, 2 owing Laser Cats, and then it was Ents Academy with a pretty close game against Viperio. It went to the third map, but in the end, it was Ents Academy to come out on top. And now for Group B, we're going to be starting off with Sangal taking on Aurora Youngblood, or basically the Academy of Aurora. Right after that one, it's going to be Alternate Attacks taking on Zero Tenacity. This is Group C. Stumpy taking on Nom and Ruby against Jano. That's going to be played tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. That's actually 2 days from now. I am good with my dates. That's 2 days from now. Tomorrow is probably going to be the end, or
The winners, the losers, and the deciders from Group A and Group B.
So Group D as well, starting on the 17th. It will be 500 against Esmagab. That's an interesting choice of a name for a team. And the second, or the other opening match, is Team Secret taking on Illuminar, both with the eyes there, both teams having kind of similar logos. But yes, this is the schedule for today. As I said, 1 win played against Lasercats, Ents Academy against Viperio, and right now we're going to be focusing again onto Sangal taking on Aurora Youngblood. A couple of teams that we've seen in the previous season. This is what I wanna highlight here. Let's see the rosters as well. Talk a little bit about the players. But there's been some changes since the last season in both of those teams, and from what I've seen, the last time Sangal played in a CCT tournament, it was in the play-in stage for an East Europe Series 4 all the way back in November. And the only players that are still on the team are LNZ and Youngster. Xfloud, Jota, and Samey, they are new to the team, but not necessarily new to the CCT. We've seen them play before as well. Sangal looking pretty interesting right now. They are ranked 79th in the world. Had a pretty good game against Monty like 3 days ago. It wasn't necessarily the best performance, but you know, they did pretty well, coming back from a 10-2 deficit on Anubis. Talking about Aurora Youngblood, I've said that they both teams have some changes. Well, Aurora Youngblood, they have only one new player coming in. It's Vilby coming in for Malinov, basically Easy, Blue, White, Shigeo, and Blixie. They were still on the roster last time they played, and last time they played, it was all the way in November as well. They were playing in the group stage of that same CCT East Europe Series 4, where they went out with a 2-3 score. So it wasn't the end of the world, right? Again, this is the Academy team of Aurora, and a lot of talent that can be brought out of that Academy team. So for the veto, we do have Nuke and Inferno as the first bans, and you know, the Inferno ban out of Sangal, that's expected, is the perma ban, and it seems like Nuke is the perma ban of Aurora Youngblood as well. Anubis picked up by Aurora Youngblood, which is a very daring pick. Then it's Mirage picked up by Sangal, Overpass, Ancient, and Vertigo as a decider. So I'm saying that it is a very daring pick from Aurora Youngblood on that Anubis, because I was mentioning that game that Sangal had against Monty, and that went to overtime. But again, in the first half, it was a 10-2 lead for Monty on the CT side. Couldn't closing out on the T side. It was Sangal to force out overtime, and then it was Monty in the end to pick up the map. But, you know, that shows that Sangal do have a very good Anubis, and interestingly enough, they are starting on the CT side, which is a little bit unusual, right? Because Anubis is a T-sided map, but as well as they did against Monty, you know, it should be very interesting. I am hearing that we are getting pretty close to starting the game, and I am very excited to see what those two teams have in store for us. So, yeah, well, I'm I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know what we can see here. Sangal, they seem like the better team, at least ranking wise. They are better. They're ranked 79th, and Aurora Youngblood right now they're ranked 187th. But the thing is, they haven't really played. Like, they only have one single game in the past 3 months, basically, against Ends. I guess maybe Permita was also the game that they played in the last 3 months, but both of them were 0-2s. So that's why it's a little bit scary for Aurora Youngblood, but I'm sure they are going to use this opportunity as a learning experience, right? And they're not out if they lose one game, so that's the main thing. But we are ready, so let's jump into the game. There we go. It is actually Sangal starting on the T side, but now I'm confused. Well, I guess it was, you know, it was expected for them to start on the T side, but I know it showed up as CT side, so that got me confused for a little bit. But it's all good. You know, Sangal, they'll start on the favored side of the map, even though they did better on the less favored side of the map, which is CT. And they are starting with kind of a split. They're looking to play into that A site. Aurora Youngblood reading this as a potential B head as they send 3 players towards that B site. But this smoke is gonna force Sangal to wait a little bit more. Not really rushing into things as it is the piston round, and you don't really want to risk everything. X-Cloud gets the first kill, but Belbis comes in with a trade, but he's going to be sandwiched in. He has to force the fight in main, and he's going to win that one against Jota, but not the second one against Youngster. So now it's a 3-on-3 with the bomb planted. LNZ in a very good position. He's going to surprise one. Does he get the second? Oh, he was close. He does. No, it was actually Youngster to get it, but he will get himself a double kill in the end. And it is Sangal to start things off with the fist round in the bag. I gotta hand it to them. You know, they read the situation right. Aurora Youngblood, unfortunately, they didn't. They had 3 players on the B side at first, but you know, I've seen way too many rounds of pistols being won, especially on this map for some reason. I don't know why. But in this one, they're just gonna eco it out. It's a bit of 50 bought up by Shigeo, but I think that's it, right? You don't really want to force up in the second round. You might as well buy up in the third one, right? Instead of forcing, then potentially having to eco once more. You know, there's a chance, right? You win with 5-7s, the Eagles, and all of that, but it's just a safer route to eco it out and try and force out the duels in the next round where you do afford the weapons. Now they are stacking the A site, and they're onto that B site. There's no one waiting for Sangal. They read once again the situation right, and they're just gonna walk into an empty site. Nothing Aurora Youngblood can really say or do about it. Maybe just try to get some exit kills. You know, deal a little bit of economical damage. Try and get a couple of weapons. For a full eco, I always say for a full eco, a couple of kills are more than enough. They're good, you know. You force the enemy team to reinvest into 2 weapons, which is pretty expensive still. But LNZ, he goes down to the Mac 10. That's not the end of the world. He also gets some money, some extra money there. Shigeo will take down Youngster. And it's a 3-on-2, you know. I feel like they did their job. Easy gets 1-on-2 X-Cloud, and now it gets into very good territory, right? And it gets into 3 or potentially even more kills. Jota out of bullets, but he will get the Glock out in time. And there's only 2 players surviving, which means there's probably going to be a couple of drops. Jota actually still has the Mac 10, so they kind of lost quite a lot of AKs. Usually, you know, when you're playing the anti-eco, when there's Mac 10s involved and you lose those, yeah, sure, right? It's not a big deal. But if you lose AKs, then it's a problem. It's a pretty big, pretty expensive problem. But as we get into the third round, we do see the full buy out of Aurora Youngblood. Quite a good amount of utilities, considering they were just in an ego and they lost the piston round. That's usually sometimes a little bit of a problem where they are missing some utility in the first spy round, but it's not the case here for the Youngsters on the CT side. Just playing it patiently and We are sending 3 players towards A at the start of the round, though, which is interesting, because Sangal, they're looking to get the same play done as they did in the pistol round, which means it's going to be an A split. But how do Aurora Youngblood deal with it this time around? They do have a player behind the pillar, and there's the smoke to block the push from Con, but it doesn't really matter. They're just powering through easy with a double kill. There's Youngster with a trade. Another player came in. That's Shigeo, taken down by Youngster. And right now, it's once again man advantage for Sangal. Blue-white, do you want to push through this smoke? I think this is the play. Yeah, he should be able to surprise at least one, and it's down to a one-on-one between Blue-white and Samey. But it will be Blue-white to clutch it up 1-on-2. And it will be the first round on the board for Aurora Youngblood. A round that was all over the place, right? It was Sangal looking really good, then Easy comes in, and with, pun intended, a couple of easy kills, and it was looking a little scary, but Blue-white, he's here, and he's ready to lay down the law. So, now Sangal, because of that, you know, anti-eco where they lost quite a lot of weapons, they can't really afford a clean full buy. We are seeing an AWP coming out for Samey, a couple of AKs, but there's a Deagle for X-Cloud and a Take 9 for LNZ. So there's a good chance here for Aurora Youngblood to force Sangal into an eco. It's all about the reads here on Anubis, it feels like. Reverting back to 3 players in B, which is not a bad idea, but Samey, he's going to take down Shigeo. Another one for Samey, and that was easy going down. There's the 3rd player here. The Molly will confirm that position, that possibility, and Blue-white eliminates LNZ. So now, even though there's still player advantage for Sangal, everyone rotated over from Aurora Youngblood, so you can't really push into this B side anymore. Blue-white trying to get ahead of the opposition and pushing into water. Is he gonna look towards mid, though? He might be taken down from behind. Oh, he gets by barely. Samey, he's actually gonna hit the shot. Wow, what a shot there from Samey. I thought he would never expect that position, but he does. And now in a 4-on-2, you know, those are not impossible situations. I've certainly seen my fair share of 2-on-4s won, and that actually hits quite hard for the team that, of course, had 4 players alive. But for this one, Aurora Youngblood, they will go for a save. They're not really going to risk losing those 2 weapons, because, as I said, right, Sangal, they were struggling with the buy because they lost the weapons against the eco. At the same time, Aurora Youngblood, they're not really, you know, they don't really have a lot of money in the bank, so they're just going to play it safely, try and save the weapons. X-Cloud might be found by Blixie here. I think he's actually in the off angle. Yeah, they might not. They might just miss each other. And I think, yeah, X-Cloud was just looking for a weapon. You go into the round with a Deagle, but you want to come out of the round with at least an upgraded weapon. Well, that is a very good round on the board for Sangal, and very important one because that forces Aurora Youngblood into an eco. So now it's going to be the 2 weapons that they saved. Sure, they are going to be used into this round, of course, but it's going to be pistols for the other 3 players, and they're just gonna split the 2 weapons. One going towards A, one going towards B. That's completely understandable. Trying to, you know, put a lot of pressure onto the map as much as you can with only 2 weapons. It's gonna be a full-on execution towards the B side, and Blue-white, the first one being found by Jota. Hiding in dark, it is Blixie. Not being checked at all so far, but LNZ, he actually adjusts, will go down with the molly. But it's a really important kill. X-Cloud surprising Shigeo. And I don't know if Philby wants to fight this. I think there's another save in store for him. Easy, yeah, sure. I mean, he can, you know, go for some exit kills. He only has a P250. It's, again, not the worst thing if he goes down. Some extra money for another player on Sangal's side, but apart from that, yeah, it doesn't really matter. Trying to play a crossfire here, though, which is interesting. If Sangal would have been, you know, very aggressive, they could have pushed into that crossfire and lost maybe even a couple of weapons, but they're not about that life. They're just gonna play safe, save the 4 weapons, try and get the economy going as well, because they're already up 4-1. Aurora Youngblood will be able to buy up now. Very good adjustment there from LNZ. I thought Blixie would get away with at least a kill before being spotted because no one checked that corner, but LNZ, he was paying attention to... Well, I mean, I wanted to say to his screen, but that's what you have to do, so that doesn't really make sense. Anyway, LNZ, we were talking about him. He goes into Molly a little bit. That confirms the position of an enemy player to Vilby. Oh, but the flash is good. Vilby... That wasn't a sound cue. Interesting. I thought they would hear that they were dealing damage to a player in the smoke, but I guess they didn't, or they just spared them. Sangal just going for a default right now, which we haven't really seen from them, right? They were either going for a split onto A or a plane to B, but they can also just, you know, waste some time, put pressure onto Aurora Youngblood. And right now, the Academy team of Aurora, they are stacking 3 players on A. They do go for those kind of gambles, I guess. X-Cloud, found in mid by Blixie. There's the smoke for Con, but that's a little too late. The mollies will be there to stop Sangal from pushing in. I think there's a missed molly from Sangal as well, so they're gonna have to wait a little bit more. But it is a pretty good setup from Aurora Youngblood. Vilby with a triple kill and a lot of damage dealt as well. Jota, he is very low HP, down to 9. Shigeo will take him down. LNZ goes down to the same Shigeo. And Aurora Youngblood, that's a good cover. Losing 2 players, but finding 5 kills. Let's see the kills again. Velby almost, you know, almost getting a quad or even an ace. Very, very important kills to be found there. And we do see that 4-man save from Sangal being a big factor into this round. They are still able to afford a full buy. Now, if they lose this round, well, that's a whole different story. Samey, though, he finds blue-white. Opening kill through the smoke. Into the cave. Finds the first kill. There's a prompt rotation from Easy. Where's the B site? There's still a player in cave. That's, of course, Shigeo. Loud. Oh, he saw the enemy player. Easy will go down. LNZ finds the kill into Shigeo, and all of a sudden, it's going downhill for Aurora Youngblood. Only 2 players left alive. Very interesting approach from Sangal to spot the player there with the jump. That was actually very smart. And he gets the kill as well. Blixie and Velby, they'll just try to stay alive, maybe get themselves into a better position, because if they're just standing in A, they're sitting ducks, they would expect, Sangal would expect the 2 last remaining players to still be in the opposite side. But Youngster has a very good position right now, and he's going to take down Velby and Blixie. It's a clean round for Sangal, a flawless round. And with that, is that another eco for Aurora Youngblood? It seems like it. A tactical pause called in as well from Aurora Youngblood. And, well, that's to be expected, to be honest. It's not really looking all that good. Once again, sure, Sangal, they're on the better side, or the favored side of the map, so to speak. So, I guess, yeah, you would expect them to do better. But it feels like Aurora Youngblood, things are... It's not only the CT side, right? Because there's only so much they can put onto the advantageous side. It's just, or I guess the strategy, or, you know, the duels are not being won, so that's a pretty big problem. And just gonna take 30 seconds there, talk to their coach, see exactly what's not going right and how they can fix it to force a little bit more rounds out of Sangal. I do want to point out once again that Sangal did really well against Monty on the CP side, so that's what makes it a little scary in this best of 3. Of course, it is once again the first game of their group, so if they
Don't manage to win here, they're not out. It's still double elimination, so
it's not the end of the world, but you usually want to win the opening game. It just makes it a little bit easier. LNZ, not the best spray, but he's gonna get the kill in the end, so that's all that matters. Jota spots out Blixie. There's the headshot coming in. The kills are just pouring in for Sangal. And once again, everyone's staying alive. 5 players. It's a flawless round once again. With the help of the Lost bonus, Aurora Youngblood are going to be able to buy up into round 9. It's an Opera easy, and I'm going to be very interested to see a straight-on duel between Easy and Samey, right? Because Samey has been hitting quite a lot of important shots, quite a lot of entries as well, which is not usually what you're accustomed to see from an Opera, right? I mean, I guess it depends on how the Opera wants to play, because if he's an aggressive Opera, then you do see some entries, but if I remember correctly, Samey was not necessarily a very aggressive type of Opera, but he is finding some important kills, and that opens up ways into the site. Once again, 3 players from Aurora Youngblood on B. Youngster trying to come in through water. The double named is going to take some damage there, but not too much. Flash coming in. X-Cloud finds Shigeo. Blue-white through the smoke. Will take down X-Cloud. But now with the smokes, everything is isolated. Oh, the spray through the smoke. Blue-white. Lucky to be alive, I would say. Jota keeps on spamming. In the meantime, Easy is the one to take down Samey. So we'll put a 1-0 there, I guess. LNZ inside the cave. He's gonna peek out. Misses the shot. Bilby takes him down. Another player. That's Youngster going down to Easy, and it's all down to Jota. The bomb is planted, but it's gonna be hard to deny the defuse against 4 players. Blue-white. He's gonna swing and take down Jota. There should be plenty of time there for the defuse. No defuse kit, but it doesn't really matter. And you know, the round started off really well, but it just went downhill after the smokes dissipated. And also this shot from Easy onto Samey, that was very important. Taking down the enemy Opera. Just imagine if Samey goes back into main here with Jota, then he would have been a really big threat to the defuse. But he wasn't the case, and that's the 3rd round on the board for Aurora Youngblood. Now we're getting closer and closer to the halftime point. And you do want to get more than 3 if you're Aurora Youngblood for sure. But Sangal, they do have something to say about that. Easy. Taken down by Samey. Okay, he ties it up. LNZ looking for a quick peek. That's Velby going down to a quick and swift headshot. A little late on the reaction there, LNZ, but he spots out Blixie. A couple of mollies being thrown to the same position, which it's not really all that helpful. But Youngster is gonna smoke up Con. Oh, and X-Cloud, he's trying to flank here. Blue-white, never expects it, and the headshots are pouring through. Blixie, the last one standing, X-Cloud finds him through that smoke. And it's another one of those flawless rounds for Sangal. I don't think there's any chance that Sangal run out of money until the end of the first half, which is kind of a big problem for Aurora Youngblood. But as Sangal acquires 7, they will for sure be the winners of the first half, because of course, the most rounds that Aurora Youngblood can get now in the first half is 5. Oh, Samey. He is looking for an entry, helped out by Youngster. And there's Sammy getting the shot on Shigeo. A quick peek from the MP9 of Velby. But nothing spotted, or at least no kill to be had. X-Cloud. He's waiting in a good position, but Aurora Youngblood, they're reading his position right. Jota's also here. X-Cloud, that doesn't even matter. He gets a double kill. He does help. He can just get the headshots. Jota with the kill onto Easy. And it's all down to blue-white. USB in hand. I'm gonna be honest, chances are pretty slim here. I think this one's done. He's just waiting for a potential knife in the back of a player from Sangal, maybe. There's gonna be some extra money, but from what we've seen from Sangal so far, they are doing things right, it seems like, right? They are aggressive at the start of the round, and they're getting passive towards the end. Although Jota does find blue-white in the end. And it will be 8 on the board for Sangal. Looking for 9 here, looking for a 9-3 score. As Aurora Youngblood, they're gonna fight to get 4 rounds on the board, and maybe then on the T side, they can get things going. It does feel like in whichever case, right? If it's either a 9-3 or an 8-4, if you lose the piston round, I think that's going to be a pretty big blow. So they do have to worry about that. But right after this round, because this is the last round of the first half. No mollies left here for Aurora Youngblood, which could be a problem. Blixie playing the headshot angle, it seems like, in mid. Quite a lot of presence in mid from Sangal, which is, apart from A splits, didn't really happen all that much. It was X-Cloud here, sure, lurking around, getting kills and backstabbing people, but not really a main point of attack. Oh, and Sammy, he's holding on to a very good angle. Blixie's gonna walk into his crosshair. And Sammy, he's still gonna hold on to the angle of Shigeo. Is he gonna peek? It's very risky. Also, Sammy has the bomb with the op in mid, which is not really all that expected, but if they go for an A split, sure. Shigeo trying to rotate towards mid. In the meantime, it's LNZ taking the fight in B. And Youngster will try to push through A main. Velby behind the site. Oh, he's been spotted and taken down. That was swift from Youngster. There's still a player here. It is still Easy with the op. Flash coming in. Oh, Easy. He's gonna... or he's not even gonna get a shot off. And Jota, he doubles up. And it's all down once again to blue-white. 1 on 4. Looking for another way into the site, but it's so hard. Get this one going. They are playing up close and personal this time around. Chances are Slam gets 1, and well, he adjusted well, but it will be Sangal taking 9 on the T side. On the favored side of the map, but is it their favored side overall? I mean, haven't really talked about percentages, right? And you looking at the percentages, you would expect for a Youngblood to choose this map against Sangal, because Sangal, out of 10 maps played, they only won 2 times. Their recent loss against Monty, they also lost against 9 Pandas on the 2nd of April. So, yeah, you would expect it, but it was still a very good showing from them against Monty. Aurora Youngblood, they lost to Ents, 0 to Nasty, but they do have a win against For the Win, or FW. Now, as I said, Piston round is going to be way more important now. Easy takes down LNC. Sangal, they had 4 players in mid, but again, no kills. It is Jota to find the first kill, but Easy, whew. What a crisp shot with the Glock in Aurora Youngblood. Well, that is a statement of a pizza round. They make it loud and clear. The game is not over just yet, Sangal. You cannot take it easy. You can't pat yourself on the back. We're here to play. Well, we can compare now of how Aurora Youngblood started after losing the pistol round on the CT side. They didn't force. Well, Sangal did force, and they are getting the Deagles out, the 5.7, the MP9. So let's see how they get it done. Aurora Youngblood concentrating more players towards A main. And there's only X-Floud by himself with a Deagle in hand. It's not gonna be easy to stop whatever push Aurora Youngblood are thinking about. X-Floud trying to play around the smoke. That's risky. There's a player very close to him. X-Floud gets the kill into easy, and he's gonna back away. And Blixie has nothing to say about it. Well, that's a free kill if I've ever seen one. Bomb is still going towards A main. And to be honest, if it's 9-3, losing the pistol round, it would be bad, but losing the anti-eco would be even worse. So they need to be very careful here, Aurora Youngblood. LNZ rotated over, Blixie. He's gonna get a kill, but look at X-Cloud! Wonderful with the Deagle, but Blixie will take him down. It's a 3-on-3, and Blixie's low HP, so chances are still up for Sangal, to be honest. Do they want to try the round, though? That's the question. They do have a player flanking. They do have a player coming in from sewers and another player next to Con. Youngster, 5.7 in hand. Delphi towards heaven. He's going to be taken down. Oh, not another kill, though, out of the Youngster. And it's all down to Jota. Time is running out, and he realizes it. It's way too late. Just going to book it. Save the Khalil. And it's gonna be the 5th round on the board for Aurora Youngblood, but that was a pretty big scare. If Youngster gets the kill onto Blixie in heaven, then it gets scary. Now, they did get a lot of kills, so do they want to risk forcing up here? Sangal, I don't think that would be a good idea. And it seems like they agree. Yeah, they will not force up. They will just eco it out. They do have that Galil, the Jota, if they can get something done with it. Try and be the surprise, sure. But they chose the wrong site. It is A, attacked by Aurora Youngblood right now, and there's no one there to meet them. I guess, well, X-Cloud is pretty close by, but this time no armor. There are some headshots, and he gets one. You know, again, some damage dealt. That is very important. Dealing damage, taking players down, taking weapons away from Aurora Youngblood in an anti-eco is very, very good because that keeps their economy low. And when you get the weapons out and you manage to win a round, that can throw them into an eco. It will be 9-6, no doubt about it. I don't think Sangal can salvage this one somehow, but 1 or 2 more kills would be very important. That would probably not happen, but now Easy has to run away because he's on 11 HP. Jota once again saving that Galil. I think he really likes it. And there you go. Another round on the board for the Youngsters, now on the T side. And with the score like this, the buy round is going to be very important for the guys on Sangal as well. This is where you want to, you know, kind of get the things going, because if you don't win this one, there's a high chance it goes to a 9-8. And then it gets scary, right? So if you want to get things done and not really be put into an uncomfortable position, you want to do it now. X-Floud. He's waiting for the enemy flash, but is there gonna be an enemy flash? There will be from Shigeo. X-Floud turns around, 1 kill, goes for the second spray. Doesn't really connect, but Sammy will help out. Up in hand. And the fact that he already has an op is very, very important, because Easy doesn't. still gonna try to push through. Samey repositioning to heaven, missed the shot onto blue-white. And are they gonna pop through the smoke? They will. And Youngster goes down. Still a couple of players close by. Samey with another shot. It's a double kill for him. LNZ misses Shigeo. And now it gets tight. It's a 2-on-2. Samey tries to peek out, tries to get some info for his teammate. Easy. Taken down by the enemy Opper. And Shigeo, he's all alone. Samey, he was looking into the wall. Jota, though, is gonna get a headshot. Shigeo was close to winning the round there for his team. Another 1-on-2 clutch from Aurora Youngblood, but it doesn't happen. And it will be double digits on the board for Sangal. Ten to 6. And as I was saying, as I was talking about the economy and the damage dealt in anti-eco rounds, Aurora Youngblood, if they're not careful, they could find themselves into an eco and a very good chance for Sangal to get to map point. So they need to be careful. There was an early nade being thrown in B main. In the meantime, Samey, oh, he walks away from the angle. Maybe Easy can get a quick shot off of that. Samey, is he gonna risk peeking out? Well, that's a little too late. Or maybe Easy tries to get the pre-fire off, but he will not be able to as Samey hits the shot. And I wanted to keep count of the duel between the Oppers, but I think Samey won it fair and square, to be honest. Just trying to mentally compare Sangal to the previous roster that they had. X-Flound will go down to Vilby in the meantime. But it feels like this roster is actually stronger. I don't know, maybe it's just because of how the game is going, but at least for me, it feels like this roster is a little, you know, it's getting a little stronger. We'll see with time, I guess. In the meantime, B site in the crosshairs of Aurora Youngblood. Youngster and Jota are the ones to try and cover it. Smoke coming in the meantime. Check out LNC. He's pushing in from mid. Blixie to take down Youngster, though. He was on full HP. LNZ still walking. No bullets shot by him. Oh, and this is going to be massive. He gets the kill onto Shigeo. Now they do get the info. LNC pushing with the flash. Jota will take down blue-white. Blixie, he pushed up. He gets a couple of kills. Samey misses the shot, gets the USP out, but he's about to be backstabbed. He's trying to isolate the duel. Samey, somehow he gets the kill onto Blixie, and now in a one-on-one against Vilby. Behind the pillar, Samey has no idea, but he hits the shot. What is that from Samey? Oh my god! What a shot! An insane clutch from Samey, and it is Sangal on 11. Oh my god, you can't even be mad about it if you're a Youngblood. What a shot! I want to see that from his perspective. That was insane. My god, I'm speechless. Wow. What a shot from Samey. 14 and 8. And I mean, he's not the only one delivering from the side of Sangal. Everyone is. Youngster to take down blue-white. In the meantime, they're trying to sneak by through cave, and Youngster, he's looking for more and more kills. They force stop into this round. That's gonna be risky. Although Blixie and Vilby, they do find a couple of kills. They're still at a player's disadvantage. The bomb is dropped in B main, though. X-Cloud already behind them. He's just shoulder peeking. He just barely missed Blixie. Did he see him? He actually might have seen him. No, X-Cloud, he could be in a very, very good position if he keeps on pushing. There's the fake plan. Sammy pushes through the smoke. That was very risky, and I would say not really necessary. He swapped weapons with LNZ, though. And now they're waiting for xCloud to push in from main. I mean, there's still a chance. There's still a world where Velby and Blixie win this one 2-on-5. Wouldn't be impossible. xCloud throws the smoke, surprised by Blixie, and right now it's a very high possibility Velby will take down LNZ. And they do win the 2-on-5. I will take back what I said about not a good idea of forcing up. It was a very good idea. Now 11-7, and Sangal, they find themselves into an eco round. Just thinking about the previous round, I think just if xCloud was a little faster on the flank, you know, things would have went better for Sangal. Also, Sammy didn't push through a smoke. But in the end, it is what it is. It's a pistol round right now for Sangal. They chose the wrong side. It is an A hit from Aurora Youngblood. And it's USPs, so... a couple of weapons taken off of Aurora Youngblood. It's going to be very, very important. Very good. If they're able to get it, though. And Shota with a dink onto Shigeo, but that's about it. Slowly coming in through mid. Oh, Shigeo, what a shot. That was a very nice shot on Sammy. xCloud is going to fancy his chances. It will be Youngster actually to get the kill. Velby with a double. Doesn't get a triple though. And there's the couple of weapons that I was talking about. Very important that they do get those 2 kills. Forcing Shigeo and Velby to reinvest. Terrorists win. (11-8), and that's actually the tactical pause called in by Sangal. Just want to make sure that they know what they have to do right now, because they are very close. They're 2 rounds away from closing this first map out, but Aurora Youngblood, they're gaining traction. Let's see what the pause got him. If they had the time to talk to Jumpy, talk to their coach, and get the plan rolling. Up back onto Sammy. And we do see quite a big difference for Sangal's playstyle. They do have players in mid. Oh, Jota. Just missed being shot by Easy. The shoulder picks are very risky. Oh, and they're pushing in. Blue-white. He's gonna take down both of them. They were just readjusting, but he never expected Aurora Youngblood to be this close. Sammy. A kill onto Blixie, and it's a 2-on-4. Again, not impossible, but pretty unlikely. Pretty unlikely that they're gonna go for it anyway, because they are out of money. And Aurora Youngblood, they're getting dangerously close to Sangal. Oh, if the worst case scenario happens for Sangal, they're gonna be thinking about that 5-on-2 quite a lot. Good shots here from Sammy and LNZ, taking down Shigeo and Blue-White, but it doesn't really matter because the round is over. Still, again, they're just gonna keep the enemy's economy on the lower side. So far, each of those teams has used only one tactical pause. Just mentioning that as, you know, they might be able to, they might be forced actually to use them. You might get into an unfortunate situation, an uncomfortable situation rather. Samey. It's gonna be a flash coming through. Is he gonna hit the shot? No, he's gonna back away. But there's 3 players from Sangal here. You see Aurora Youngblood just hitting very important shots and just clearing angles, but it is Samey to find the first kill. Blixie gets the trade, but Samey, he's still here, misses the flank onto Blue-White. And Blue-White will double up onto LNZ. Youngster, he's inside the smoke, but easy. He's scoped in onto that position. Are you gonna back away? Are you gonna save the 2 weapons? Oh, it seems like it. It might be Aurora Youngblood getting themselves onto double digits. $11 to 10. How the tables have turned. Aurora Youngblood. They weren't looking all that hot on the CT side, but on the T side, they are on fire. Taking a look at it. A couple of kills that Samey got, very important, but he was kind of forced by that Molly to take another fight. But he feels like the same angle a 3rd time around is not a good idea. Easy, he scoped in towards mid. This is an eco round out of Sangal. They want to get everything going into round 23. Xflows is actually in a very good position right here. Blixie, I don't think he's gonna check this angle, but Easy will find Xfloud with the op. In the meantime, Sangal are looking to take a fight into B main. Shigeo finds Jota, so that's A side open. That was one of the 2 weapons saved, by the way, which is unfortunate for Jota. And for Sangal as well. LNZ finds the headshot on the Shigeo. He's the 2nd player, but... hold up, wait a minute. If LNZ hits another shot, it gets very awkward for Aurora Youngblood. They're in a 2-on-3. They lost a lot of players to the pistols. Hold up. This actually becomes winnable for Sangal. See. Oh, he peeks. He's been spotted. Both players close by. They're gonna force a duel, but Sadie finds one, and Youngster finds Blixie. Aurora Youngblood. They crumble against the pistols. Oh, that is very bad. That is map point for Sangal. Thankfully, Aurora Youngblood, they still have enough money to buy, but 2 chances for Sangal to close this one out. My oh my, that is not what you want to see if you're here to support Aurora Youngblood. That is not a round that you're happy with. Quite a lot of pressure. Nate comes in. Blixie doesn't really take all that much damage. Youngster is just waiting for the push. Flash comes in. Oh, and Youngster wasn't flash. He gets 1. Keeps on shooting, and 2nd as well. Not a 3rd, though. There's Jota. Finding 1, Samey takes down Shigeo, and it's all down to Vilby. The nades could be enough. He's low HP, but the Deagle will do it. Samey. He's gonna close it out for Sangal, and that is 1-0. For the guys over on the CT side right now, 13 to 10. Well, that was a game and a half. That went all over. It was Sangal to do really well, Aurora Youngblood to inspire some fear in the Sangal, but in the end, it is the guys over on Sangal's side to make it work. 13 to 10. If you ask them, they're just gonna tell you it wasn't even close, but it was. It pretty much was. And we're looking forward to the second map of the best of 3. That is Mirage, and that map was actually picked up by Sangal. So that is a pretty scary prospect for Aurora Youngblood. If they somehow manage to win Mirage, we could see a third map as well. We could see a Vertigo, but just between me and you, Mirage is the best map out of Sangal, percentage-wise, and Aurora Youngblood played it only twice in the past 3 months, and, well, they did win both of them, but, you know, Sangal has a lot more experience on it. So, we will take a break, but when we come back, we are gonna check out what happens between Sangal and Aurora Youngblood on Mirage. We'll be right back.